My name is Nicolas Martin. I'm a French film music composer. I write music for films, documentaries or commercials. I live in the island of Mallorca in Spain, where I have my own recording studio. I have composed in the past various albums and tracks for Superpitch. We are recording now Inner String Quartet Volume 2, which follows a first volume recorded in 2017. This album was a great success, surprisingly, with many synchros in great films, TV shows and commercials. After some years, we decided with all the Superpitch team to give a sequel to this album. Some years ago, I formed my own string quartet with incredible and talented musicians from here in Mallorca. It's not a close band, it's like an open ensemble with several musicians for the same instrument that I choose according to the project. For this album we have Emmanuel BLEUSE for cello. He is an incredible French cellist and is kind of the leader of the quartet. As I'm not conductor, he takes his role a little bit during the recording. He leads the other musicians to follow him. He is an essential part of this quartet. For the first violin, I was very lucky to have Nina HEIDENREICH with us. She is so powerful with a violin. It's amazing to see her performance. At the same time, she manages to give delicacy to my melodies. So I always reserve for her very high notes solos, because I know that it will sound incredible. As a second violin we have Marc. He is a very young musician. He brings a bit of fugue and energy to my compositions. So I always reserve for him strong rhythm parts, and he is perfectly complementary with Nina. For the viola we have Jorge PEREZ. He's a very young musician too. Emmanuel BLEUSE recommended me him, and I was not disappointed at all. I really love the lush sound he manages to get from his viola. Finally, we made extra recordings with the violinist Javi CARRILLO. I know him since a long time. He is my assistant in many projects. He now lives in Germany, but he came one day here in the studio to record a few extra parts. I love how he creates insane arpeggios. This album was recorded in two different places. One part here in my main studio, where we record all the solo parts. It's a small wooden studio, but with a very good acoustic. I really love how strings sound here. Then we record the ensemble parts in a small house in the center of the island, in a very magical place, lost in the middle of a forest, surrounded by nature, big trees, amid the sounds of birds and cicadas. It was a very inspired place to record these pieces, and I think that you can feel this atmosphere in the album. I composed this album over the last 3 years. I really love composing for string quartet. At the same time, it's very demanding. Having my own string quartet with all these talented musicians is very important during the composition process, because I wrote my pieces thinking directly about their way of interpreting. As composer, it's like luxury.